Hey folks, today I thought I would start a new series in which I would like to show you how to get started with Gatsby from scratch. Today we're just going to install the default starting project, and we're gonna deploy that to Netlify. So here I am at the gatsbyjs.org site, and if we dive into the docs, can head on to the quick start section, and let's see, how do we get started with this? Well, simply enough, we can run that from the command line. Let's just run this here. This is gonna grab the default starter for Gatsby. With Gatsby, you have like a plethora of different starters you could pick among. In this particular case, we're just gonna roll with the defaults. And then we can run the dev server with npm run develop, and we can get a production build with npm run build. And that's the output of that is what we're going to deploy to Netlify in a few seconds, if this goes through. Okay, so we can peek into the Gatsby site directory and open that with Visual Studio Code. Now that we have the dependencies all nice set up, we can open an integrated terminal so that we have that from right within VS Code. We're gonna run npm run develop. That on its own is gonna run Gatsby develop, and that's gonna start up our project on localhost port 8080. And so here we are. So here we are with the default starter. It's a very simple starter with just a couple of pages, as well as an error handling 404 page. So for the sake of being fancy, let's just go into the source folder, and in pages index we can let's say change the title for the site to hello world, because why not, and then skip those two things. You could just save the file, and that's gonna re-render the whole page, or rather Webpack is gonna handle that with hot module reloading. But here we are, and so now what we can do is we can run npm run build to build a production version of our project, and the output for that is gonna come out here under the public directory. So now that that's ready, what we can do is we can head on over to Netlify, and then we can do something along those lines where we do with Netlify, you could literally grab in a public folder or whatever you may want to deploy, and you could literally drag that in right into this box. That's like one of the easiest and fastest ways to just deploy your site. Boom, and we're live, just like that. And just for fanciness, let's run a lighthouse report on that site and be amazed. Or rather, I have a feeling I have maybe some Chrome extensions that are conflicting, but Gatsby comes out of the box with 100 score across the board. In this particular case, we're gonna be missing a little bit on the progressive web app part because we're not installing a service worker. In our project, we could change that because the default starter comes with the plugin offline, which installs the service worker. Plugin already installed. All you gotta do is in your Gatsby config, you just need to enable that. If you're into that sort of stuff, you just enable that. We could then run another build. Let us have a service worker. Normally, I'm not against service workers. I have used them on some of my sites. I have also been tinkering with them quite a bit sometimes. Unfortunately, it's not one of the most straightforward things to deal with. But hey, if you're into that sort of stuff, you could easily get yourself a service worker just like that. And now we're just gonna drag that folder back in here and we're going to re-upload. And that's deployment for you, just in that fashion. Now if we grab that link and if we open incognito window and we run the audits, we should get 100 score across the board, hopefully. And there we are, except for some best practices stuff, but you get the idea. So thank you guys for watching, and in some of the next videos we're gonna get more in depth as to what we can actually do and build with Gatsby. Talk to you later.